The control of national borders is critical to every nation. Governments want to ease trade and travel, suppress illegal activity, and protect citizens. National borders present a variety of security challenges. Ports of entry require comprehensive identification and targeting solutions to facilitate secure commerce and protect against terrorists. The rest of the border presents one topographical challenge after another. The Unisys blueprinting process is uniquely productive in border control. It starts with a concept of operations and requirements analysis and continues through an assessment of strategy, processes, applications, and IT infrastructure design approaches. What are the requirements for identification, sensors and detection, obstruction and deterrence technology, monitoring and surveillance, geography, and communications? With this analysis, we model and simulate alternative approaches that build on technology already in place. Drawing on Unisys' extensive library of artifacts and subject matter expertise developed through many engagements on many borders, we implement the solution efficiently. It may incorporate identity and credentialing. There may be a central command and control system to provide agents, law enforcement, and others with a shared view of multiple information sources, packaged appropriately for successful law enforcement resolution. It might provide predictive decision support and software that automatically switches communication channels so mobile agents remain connected. Whatever the components, the Unisys integrated and comprehensive border control solution will meet the objectives.
Heavy rain every day for 16 weeks. High tide coming in from the shores. This is the monsoon season in Mumbai, India. Every year from June to September, it threatens the city and its people. In 2005, 35% of the annual rain came down on a single day, with more than 700 people dead and houses, businesses, and infrastructure heavily destroyed. It was one of the biggest disasters in Mumbai's recent history.
2005 was really eye-opening for all the government agencies, and we have decided to establish a full state-of-art emergency operations center.
This disaster management unit is operated by MCGM, the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. Heavy rain, cyclone, fire, terror attack, or railway accident. In any case of an emergency, these officers know what is happening where. They centrally monitor all major emergency agencies in the Mumbai area and can send out the relevant teams immediately. This real-time operational awareness is made possible by SAP solutions, which collect, manage, and analyze data that comes in from various monitoring stations to inform people even before disaster strikes via hotline, SMS, or online.
We are uploading this data, real-time 15 minutes interval data on the website. So citizens can see the rainfall, what is happening in the city. We have given 105 landmarks on the portal, so they can see at what location what is the rainfall condition.
With this information at hand, the citizens can decide for themselves whether or not to leave their home. The safety of its citizens is key for MCGM, one of the biggest local governments in Asia. On a daily basis, the challenge is how to improve the lives of 12.7 million people in a vast city like Mumbai. Key topics are an improved infrastructure and innovative services for better information and transparency.
The highest priority is to have more and more services, more and more information available to the public.
Like the availability of water supply, stable power networks, or an efficient garbage collection system that allows for recycling. MCGM's latest step to improve public services is the so-called Citizen Facilitation Centers. There are 24, one in each of Mumbai's administrational wards. Running on SAP Customer Relationship Management, they offer public services such as the issuing of licenses or certificates, all in one place, which makes dealings with the administration a lot more convenient. As part of the e-governance program, more and more services are also available through the Citizens Portal.
So all the citizens will get their services from their home through website and internet also. They will not be constrained to come down to ward office, complain, and then solve the complaints.
The core of Mumbai's IT initiative is the data center in Worli Naka, which makes the city government much more effective by eliminating repetitive data input and reducing errors.
More than 350 locations or offices across Mumbai are connected to this single data center.
MCGM relies on SAP solutions like SAP ERP and SAP CRM based on SAP NetWeaver for almost 80% of its processes. With SAP's latest in-memory and mobile solutions, the citizens of Mumbai will soon benefit from even faster services wherever they are.
It is now well understood that the mobile device is going to be ubiquitous, and that's the last mile connectivity. And today, in a country of 1.2 billion citizens, we're talking almost about a 1 billion mobile population.
Solutions like SAP Citizen Connect, tied directly to the SAP backend, will enable citizens to share information with MCGM, allowing for immediate interaction. The city of Mumbai has a vision and is setting an example for other mega cities of how IT can not only improve public services, but the lives of millions of people.
Hello, today we'd like to show you some of the functionality of the SAP Business Suite 7 and how it helps our customers in their day-to-day lives. SAP, as you probably well know, is renowned for its quality of business software. But did you know that SAP also offers more than 25 individual industry solutions based on the Business Suite? What we'd like to do today is show you how the flexibility of the business suite enables industries that you may not typically think of as SAP market segments become more efficient. And the industry we've picked is public sector. And we'd like to show you today an example of what we call investigative case management, which is a solution that helps police forces around the world resolve and solve crimes much faster. Imagine I'm a Bobby in the UK. I can firstly come into my desk in the morning and I see an overview of where crime is at its worst inside London. And I can see, if I'm responsible for auto theft, exactly where the problem areas are. And I can see here central London seems to be a problem, and Westminster, that area containing 10 and 11 Downing Street, seems to be a hotbed of crime. I'd obviously like to bring down the average and solve a few cases inside that area. So what I'm going to do then is go onto my home screen where I can see the cases I'm currently working on. And I can see here that we have thefts from car dealerships is a case I'm working on. And what you see here then is a summary of all of the people, the objects, the locations, the events associated with this case displayed for me in one screen. The integration here is the key element. No longer do I have to look in different systems. I have all the information available to me at my fingertips. So for example, the first thing I'd want to do is have a look at the case notes. Typically this is an area where people would go in to start off with who are unfamiliar with the case, where they can get an overview of what's been going on. All of that is written down here. I then may perhaps want to go and have a look at some of the people associated with the case, and I can see we have several witness statements already from people who witnessed the theft. I have information about some of the cars that were stolen. Here, for example, I can have a look at a BMW. I can even display on a map exactly the area where this car was found. So now I know the location of the car. Obviously, it's important in any criminal investigation to have an auditable trail to find out who has added information to the case or who, more to the point, has deleted any information from a case. And thanks to the SAP underlying technology, that audit trace is automatically available to me. If I want to see who has made changes in this particular area, I can click down here on the Display History tab, and straight away the system will then show me every single modification that has been made, who entered the information, who actually has retrieved it. All of that is logged inside the system. Okay, so now I've seen that a car has been recovered. Inside the car there were a couple of items found, one of which was a PC. Now it's important to understand, does this PC belong perhaps to the owner of the car or actually to a criminal? What we can do then is analyze the content of that PC using some text analytical tools that we've acquired thanks to the business objects acquisition. What I can do here is very simply look at all of the documents inside the PC. They're automatically pulled into the system for me. I can then go into one of the particular documents and analyze the text inside there. The system can, for example, identify people or companies mentioned inside the document. I can see here the name Donald Love appears quite a lot. I wonder if Donald Love is a criminal or if he's an innocent bystander. Well, what I can do is say I would like to browse the relationships based on the documents inside the PC. What I can do here is search for Donald Love, and I can find out which other name is he linked to. And what you see here is a spider diagram which shows me then who are the people who are mentioned inside one document associated with Donald Love. I can see, for example, here that he's linked with several other criminals who have got criminal cases inside the system. So it looks like Donald Love is our man. If we go back to the case then, we see that some fingerprints were also found inside the BMW. If I look at the fingerprints, I can have a picture of them come straight up and show me. And now I can then send those off to be analysed, and they do indeed belong to Mr. Love. He looks like he's our suspect, and an evil-looking person, as you can see. He's got some facial piercings. Even that type of information is logged into the system. If I look at his properties, I can go here and I can see here all of his characteristics are kept in the system. For example, down here I can see he has a facial piercing in the nose and one in the eyebrow. This looks like our man. I'm going to go back then and issue a warrant for his arrest. All I need to do here is click on Apply for Warrant, and automatically all of the information is transferred into that warrant to help the arresting officers go and arrest this man. I can see here, for example, information about his last known address, his distinguishing features are all put into the arrest warrant, and all I need to do is to digitally sign that and then submit that, and what will happen now is that arrest warrant will go through a workflow and the arrest will be issued. So at the end of the day then, we've solved our case. We found our criminal. If I go back to my overview, I can see what's that done to the crime statistics. I can see here that Westminster has changed from red to green. But unfortunately the car thieves have moved on and they're now resident in Camden. A never-ending story. So, what have we seen, ladies and gentlemen? We've seen how the Business Suite 7 and its industry capabilities have made the police force far more efficient than they could be before. We've seen the integration of different elements come together to help people be more efficient and more focused and to solve their tasks far quicker. And we believe the Business Suite can do the same for you, whatever your industry. Thank you very much.